1. Michael C. Hall's return as core Dexter. Michael C. Hall's return as Dexter Morgan marked the emotional and narrative revival of the Dexter franchise. Hall originally defined the character with his unique ability to blend charm, darkness, and vulnerability, making Dexter a complex and compelling anti-hero. His return not only reconnected longtime fans to the familiar face, but also reaffirmed the continuity of the story. Hall's performance brings authenticity to Dexter's internal struggle, embodying both the cold precision of a serial killer and the conflicted nature of a man trying to reclaim his sense of self after a near-death experience. This casting decision was crucial in grounding the series, giving it the emotional weight that earlier seasons were known for, and driving renewed audience interest and loyalty from the outset. Without him, any revival risked feeling hollow or disconnected from the original show's spirit.
Last time we saw you on screen as Dexter, you were dead.
So it seemed.
Yes, it really did seem.
The return of Hall ensured the franchise's core remained intact while paving the way for new directions in the storyline. 2. Return to original series themes and tone. Resurrection restored the dark humor, moral ambiguity, and suspenseful tone that characterized the best seasons of the original show. The series revisited Dexter's code, a strict moral framework instilled in him by his adoptive father Harry Morgan, dictating that he only kills other killers who have escaped justice. This code creates complex questions about justice and morality, inviting the audience to root for a killer bound by his sense of right and wrong. Resurrection successfully evoked this delicate balance between fascination and fear, often using Dexter's internal monologue to provide insight into his duality. It avoided the trap of becoming overly moralistic or preachy, a criticism that plagued later seasons of the original series. Openly embracing the dark comedy aspect made the show feel more authentic to its roots.
Do share a certain resemblance. Except I'm still breathing.
This tonal fidelity helped re-establish the unique niche Dexter occupies, a serial killer protagonist with a conscience, walking a tightrope between light and dark. 3. Showrunner Clyde Phillips' leadership. Clyde Phillips, the original creator and showrunner behind Dexter's celebrated first 4 seasons, returned to helm Resurrection. His involvement was pivotal for the series' strategic storytelling and high quality. Phillips is credited with establishing the tone, pacing, and narrative structure that made the early seasons outstanding. Under his guidance, Resurrection delivered a tighter, more coherent plot compared to the uneven narrative seen in later Dexter seasons. Phillips brought a renewed focus on character development and a measured unfolding of suspense, staying true to the franchise's original ethos. His expertise also ensured that Resurrection honored the legacy while introducing fresh ideas and complications.
Then Michael came to me and said, "Clyde, you've got Dexter in your blood. I've got Dexter in my blood. I want to do more. Can you figure out how to unkill me?"
Returning showrunner leadership reassured fans and critics alike that the continuation would handle the material with care and creativity, rather than relying on gimmicks or nostalgia alone. 4. Addressing past finale criticisms. Resurrection consciously repaired many of the criticisms fans and critics had about the original Dexter series finale and the New Blood sequel. Both prior endings divided the fan base due to perceived unsatisfying or rushed resolutions that undermined key character arcs. Resurrection instead offered a more thoughtful, nuanced closure without closing the door entirely on future stories. It provided emotional payoffs for Dexter's journey and acknowledged his unresolved struggles, especially with his son Harrison. By reopening the narrative carefully and not erasing Dexter's past, the series corrected what many saw as narrative missteps, making up for earlier damage to the franchise's legacy.
Jim Lindsay, faking your death. I don't know, I needed a new start. My life had become such hell. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense.
This thoughtful approach rebuilt viewer trust and allowed the show to grow organically while respecting the character's complex history and development. 5. Strong, engaging storyline with new and old characters. Resurrection balanced nostalgic callbacks with fresh, compelling storytelling. The plot centered on Dexter awakening from a coma after being shot by his son Harrison, who himself struggles with dark impulses. The storyline entwines the father and son's journey toward potentially reconciling their violent legacies. New antagonists like Leon Prater added fresh tension and menace, while the return of pivotal past characters such as Angel Batista deepened emotional stakes. The series navigated themes of legacy, redemption, and identity through complex character relationships and moral dilemmas. This dual focus on the familiar and new kept the storyline gripping, maintaining suspense and emotional engagement, and renewed audience interest beyond mere nostalgia.
Notice how the bowl is an English bisque color, whereas the lid is alabaster? It may have been used as the murder weapon, then subsequently replaced.
Just what Harrison needs, a good cop.
The layered narrative offered psychologically rich confrontations, personal struggles and the classic cat-and-mouse dynamics Dexter fans expect. 6. Return and development of Harrison Morgan. Harrison Morgan's story is central to Dexter Resurrection, reflecting a complex character evolution that salvages his troubled introduction in Dexter New Blood. After shooting Dexter and disappearing, Harrison is shown working as a bellhop in New York City, struggling with his dark urges and fantasies reminiscent of his father's violent tendencies. Resurrection deepens his characterization by exploring his internal conflict between following in Dexter's footsteps and seeking a different path. Throughout the series, Harrison wrestles with his violent impulses while increasingly reconnecting with Dexter, forming a fragile father-son bond that injects renewed emotional stakes into the narrative.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, she surprised me too.
No, I'm talking about your whole wanting to be a cop thing.
Harrison's decision to attend New York University and pursue criminal justice symbolizes his attempt to break free from his family's shadow. Though his struggles with inner darkness remain a constant tension, this storyline elevates Harrison from a problematic character in New Blood to a multi-dimensional figure integral to the franchise's future. 7. Memorable role and impact of Angel Batista. Angel Batista's return to the franchise in Resurrection enhances continuity and emotional resonance. Batista, a longtime colleague and friend to Dexter from the Miami Metro Police Department, arrives in New York investigating Dexter's whereabouts after the shooting. His role introduces a grounded and humanizing element amid the dark drama, representing law enforcement's moral complexities. Batista's character faces peril when manipulated by antagonist Leon Prater, ultimately leading to a dramatic and impactful death.
I'm sorry. Dexter Morgan. F*** you.
This event carries heavy emotional weight for Dexter, underscoring themes of loss, betrayal, and justice. Batista's death serves as a catalyst for Dexter's actions and adds depth to the storyline, reminding fans of the original series' character dynamics and raising the stakes for the protagonist. 8. Revitalized dark humor and fun. Resurrection skillfully restores the dark humor that was a hallmark of the early seasons of the franchise. The series brings back Dexter's sardonic inner voice, a crucial element that offers ironic commentary on his violent acts, creating a uniquely engaging lens through which viewers experience the story. Unlike the more somber tones of later seasons and spin-offs, Resurrection strikes a balance between suspenseful drama and moments of dark wit, giving audiences a refreshing blend of entertainment.
You're a good and gentle person, Dexter.
Tell that to the dead man in my bathtub.
This tonal revival not only appeals to longtime fans yearning for the original series' flavor, but also differentiates the show from other crime dramas by maintaining its signature blend of menace and sardonic levity. 9. Organic and consistent plotting. A critical strength of Resurrection lies in its tightly woven, organic storytelling. Unlike previous seasons that suffered from pacing issues or convoluted subplots, Resurrection follows a clear, consistent narrative arc that builds steadily toward compelling climaxes. Plot developments feel earned rather than forced, and character actions maintain internal logic, heightening viewer investment.
The Gemini Killers. Twins. Fuck me.
The season balances ongoing mysteries, character conflicts, and thematic exploration without resorting to filler episodes or distracting detours. This focus on coherent, engaging plot workmanship restores confidence in the franchise's creative direction and sustains suspense effectively throughout the season. 10. High critical and fan reception. Dexter Resurrection has received widespread acclaim from both critics and fans, marking a significant comeback for the franchise. It debuted with a 100% critics score on Rotten Tomatoes, later stabilizing impressively above 90%, and consistently achieved high audience ratings, with many episodes rated above 9/10 on IMDb. Reviewers praised Michael C. Hall's compelling portrayal of Dexter and the creative leadership of Clyde Phillips, noting that the series successfully blends nostalgia with fresh storytelling. Fans expressed enthusiasm for the show, renewing the franchise's strengths and correcting past mistakes, which reignited excitement and trust in the Dexter brand.
It's embarrassing. I'll just come out and say it. I'm a fan.
This remarkable reception reflects how Resurrection not only lives up to expectations, but surpasses them, solidifying its status as one of the best entries in the series. 11. Balanced use of nostalgia and fresh elements. Dexter Resurrection successfully balances legacy and innovation by reintroducing familiar characters from the original series while integrating new, well-developed characters and story arcs. This balance ensures that longtime fans feel connected to the show through nostalgic callbacks without the series becoming overly reliant on past glories. Classic characters such as Dexter himself, his son Harrison, and Angel Batista provide continuity, while new antagonists and fresh-faced protagonists bring original drama and complexity, preventing the story from feeling stale or repetitive. The show carefully manages the screen time and narrative weight of returning characters to avoid overshadowing new characters, allowing the storytelling to evolve organically.
Red, I didn't know you have a son.
This approach maintains the franchise's signature themes of dark morality and suspense, while injecting fresh energy and perspectives that engage new audiences alongside veterans. 12. Creative use of symbolic and emotional closure points. Dexter Resurrection excels in creating emotionally impactful moments and symbolic narrative beats that deepen the storyline and character development. Key scenes use symbolism to represent inner conflicts and transitions, such as Dexter grappling with his dual identity as a father and killer, or the strained relationship with his son Harrison, symbolizing the complex legacy Dexter leaves behind.
You want to go after that serial killer.
He stole my name.
You're in New York City to make sure your son is okay.
It's called multitasking.
The show integrates powerful emotional climaxes thoughtfully, giving weight to character deaths, reconciliations, and revelations without resorting to sensationalism. These closure points ensure that character arcs feel meaningful and earned, providing depth beyond mere plot advancement. By weaving symbolism and emotional resonance into its storytelling, Dexter Resurrection enriches its narrative, making the experience more immersive and satisfying for the audience. 13. Strategic long-term story planning. Unlike some past Dexter installments that suffered from rushed or inconsistent storytelling, Resurrection employs well-planned, long-term narrative arcs designed to sustain the franchise for multiple seasons. The writing team constructs storylines with clear progression and payoff, laying groundwork for future conflicts and developments, while resolving key issues satisfactorily. This careful planning prevents filler episodes and underdeveloped subplots, enhancing pacing and engagement. The multi-season approach offers space for character growth, thematic exploration, and fresh challenges, balancing immediate drama with overarching franchise longevity.
Hey, heard there may be a new guy. Welcome to the freak show.
No place I'd rather be.
Such foresight demonstrates a deliberate shift to franchise stewardship that prioritizes quality and coherence, addressing fan concerns over prior seasons' uneven quality and providing a stable foundation for Dexter's continued evolution. 14. Introduction of compelling new antagonists. Resurrection revives the franchise's tradition of complex, memorable antagonists by introducing new villains who challenge Dexter morally and physically. Characters like Leon Prater are designed with multifaceted personalities and motivations, elevating the tension and stakes beyond simple good versus bad dynamics. These antagonists force Dexter to confront new dilemmas about justice, loyalty, and identity, enriching the dramatic conflict. Their presence reinvigorates the suspense central to the franchise, delivering unpredictable plot twists and psychological depth.
Welcome, Red! We're so grateful to have you here. To new friends.
To new friends.
To new friends.
By crafting well-rounded villains who resonate with the series' dark tone, Resurrection maintains the critical balance between protagonist and antagonist that made the original show compelling. 15. Modernizing the franchise for streaming and new audiences. Dexter Resurrection updates the franchise with higher production values, modern filming techniques, and a bold narrative style suited for streaming platforms and contemporary viewers. The setting shifts to New York City, offering a gritty, dynamic backdrop that contrasts with previous Miami locales and reflects today's urban complexity. Faster pacing, visually sophisticated cinematography, and elevated social media engagement strategies ensure greater accessibility and appeal to a wider demographic.
Great. It'll only take me 2 hours to get to Queens.
New York City.
Storytelling integrates current themes and diverse characters, capitalizing on streaming's broader reach and binge-watching culture. These technological and cultural updates make the franchise competitive in today's crowded television landscape, attracting new fans while retaining core viewers. This modernization is critical to revitalizing Dexter's relevance beyond nostalgia and cementing its future longevity. Next up, see every moment Detective Quinn got close to discovering Dexter's secret, told from Dexter's point of view. Don't miss Every Time Quinn Knew I Was a Killer, explained by Dexter,